Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. It's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Case Keenum and the Cleveland Browns taking on Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introduction. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Phillips on the return.
Here come the Bengals. And CD, of course, it's Joe Burrow out of LSU at quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So here are the Browns now with great starting field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, the former Houston Cougar, Case Keenum.
And so often when you've stolen a possession, as they just did there,
on the first play,
picking up the fumble, the natural inclination is to attack, go after him big. Sometimes what you just want to do is put the ball in the hands of one of your best players in one of their favorite plays and establish your dominance that way.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll give it to Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bengals' 4-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Keenum. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Hooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But Yeah, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They give the Chubb out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have...
Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
Burrow sacked. Fumbled on the play.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Ball carrier.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 15 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From midfield now, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Gain of 11 on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to Mixon on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Third down pass.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. So they get the INT. Now here's Keenum. And he rifles one incomplete. Nick Chubb, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And that is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Brings up a third down.
From the gun, it's Keenum. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Keenum. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. A run for Nick Chubb. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. On 2nd and 9, Keenum. Open man is Higgins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now it's Keenum. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he gets it down to the 32.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Keenum. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
49-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complimentary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Gain of 7. And the Bengal first down.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Joe Mixon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Browns 7, Bengals 0.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
On the carry.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A gain of 6 there on first.
31-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
Chubb. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Keenum. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10. Here's Keenum. And he whips that one incomplete there. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
46-yard line.
Keenum to throw again. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row. 1st down. Off the play fake. Keenum. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They run, Chubb, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And this is caught for Browns. Touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. And they'll begin by running the option. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown. And
I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Point after now from Catanzaro.
The extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. You can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Richardson on the
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Second down.
Burrow will throw.
At the 30-yard line.
And he will find his man on the outside.
Burrow's pass.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mixon with a first down carry. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Williams. Joe Burrow sacked. A loss of 5 yards. It's 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's incomplete.
Burrow's pass.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 35-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
21. Bengals 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Keenum. He'll run it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The keeper. He was brought down by Alexander Johnson.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Keenum. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now a 1st down throw. Keenum. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths. Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll kick things off in Charlotte, an NFC South matchup pitting New Orleans against Carolina. And they have just about gone to halftime with the Panthers out on top. David Moore, a touchdown reception. From there, it's off to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting LA Rams. A touchdown pass there for Jameis Winston. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, Case Keenum has been the star of the first half. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And again, it's Chubb. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keenum. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Now Chubb. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. It's Keenum. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43.
From the gun, here's Keenum. They'll roll him out right. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Working from the gun, Keenum. Escaping the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Keenum. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now the Browns get ready as they head back out there. And they have forced now 4 turnovers, Mr. Davis. How have they been so effective?
It's hard to get a read on them if you're on offense because they're coming from different angles, different formations, different looks. But bottom line is, if I'm the defensive coordinator, anything on my play sheet appears to be working right now. You point it out all the time when we call games. Once they get that first one, it becomes a frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's snowballed here in this one. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And here a juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. This is Mixon on the draw. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
Yeah, and I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Browns 21, Bengals 13.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now Case Keenum and the offense heading back onto the field. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Shotgun snap for Keenum. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, Keenum. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And now they'll throw with Keenum. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Out of the gun, Keenum. Rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, Keenum has it knocked away. It's loose.
Keenum on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Second and short now following the fumble. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Keenum. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Case Keenum, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. And the lead is up to 15 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Burrow's pass.
11 more on that one and another 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down.
From midfield now, Burrow. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string it? And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Olivier Vernon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they're down to the 29-yard line. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. T. Higgins was the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
He was covered by Denzel Ward.
Here's Burrow. He goes right back to Higgins, and this time he's got him. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a move point there as they were able to connect.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sack. Come on, boy. Come on. Tackle made.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now it's Keenum. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So Burrow and the Bengals down by 15. A minute 54 on the clock. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. He'll drop this one down to mix it. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, it's Keenum. That's out to Chubb, complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. This first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this